No, you go up a power. You go up a power. Right? One for dominance. Take the one for dominance away. One on Robert. Second one on the faction card. Yeah, so you're up a power. And it has the upside of Catelyn being vulnerable to Shadow's Varys. Okay. So Andrew Mack is in a pretty comfortable position if I was them. If I was them, I would be a little concerned sitting in the Stark player seat that you just don't have the reach to close this game out by the time that so can you, all right, they can win a power challenge, right? Make sure that my internet's down. Oh, let's go. Oh, everything seems good. Make sure that this is still working. It crashed for me, so let's fix that. Boop, 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 boop. BOC1. Alright, cool. Alright. So. Alright. We are now in the dominance phase. Edric excluded, Catelyn Stark. Yep, Andrew Mack won. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen here. Sorry that it froze there for a minute, folks. My internet may have hiccuped. Let's see if there's any more games going on. Let me switch over here. Boom. Let's see if there's any more games going on. Yeah, there's plenty, so let's take a look. We're going to look at BOC. Oh, friend of the show, Storm Humbert is still playing, so let's look at Storm. Storm's game. Storm. I saw you here. Where were you, Storm? I literally just saw you. Did your game end? Up there he is. Let's watch Storm play BOC 9. Nope. 9? Huh. Oh, 09? Oh my god. BOC 09? Hey, there we go. Okay. Okay, this looks like a pretty cool game. 6-11. Alright, let me get the chat up working properly. Leave game. Oh, let me switch it over so you all can see the game. That would be a good idea. Stream. Cool. And refresh chat. And let me bring up this. Storm. Storm. Oops. Where's it showing up? Humbert. There he is. Alright, oh god, I have to press refresh. There we go. One would hope one day I will dream that Iron Throne will not make me refresh every time. But, alright, cool. So you all should have everything visible now for round 3. Boom, boom. Alright, so we are at 11-2. Let me double check to make sure. 11-6. Greyjoy Prince by Mr. Humbert over there. Versus the Booker Ma on Martell Prince. Lots of cool stuff here. Let's make this a little bit better. 80. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Fix that. All right. So Booker Ma comes in for an intrigue challenge, gains 1 power on the Red Viper. So this is a cool Prince That Was Promised deck that's I'm assuming the Prince is Sand Snake's Viper. And we get a military challenge coming through from Booker Ma. And Humbert blocks it. Storm, the second best Humbert, blocks there. Storm wins 4-3. Oh, plays Mission to Essos to return Obarasan. I have no idea what the new Mission to Essos does, so I'm gonna find out. All right, return a Martell character you control to your hand, then search your deck for a character with lower printed cost that shares a trait with that character and put into play. Shuffle your deck. Okay. I guess I thematically get where that design is coming from. It's not at all in the spirit of the original card, but I guess it's a better thematic design. Interesting. Ironfleet Scout to give Maester Kerwin +2 strength. Kerwin wins the... Nope. Kerwin does not win the power challenge. But he... I'm not entirely sure why Storm did that, but that's okay. Alright, Storm wins Dom 1-0. Has to discard what's left of his hand. Storm's at 13 to Booker Ma's 8. So the Martell player is at 8. It's very close, actually. The Martell player has a lot of power gain. Yeah, no, I understand why they did that. How may I put this? I loved Mission to Essos being a combo card. I might be a weirdo that way. The problem was that the cards around Mission to Essos made the deck too easy to do. So that's my attitude towards the original Mission to Essos. So I'm a little sad that the potential of that sort of Doomsday style card no longer exists in Thrones. But I'm a weirdo. Okay, we get a Wildfire here by Storm. And... which, I don't know how good the Wildfire was for him. I mean, definitely thinned the board out. Alright, Iron Victory's Crew. Cool. Cool card. Alright, Iron Victory's Crew and Maiden's Bane were the only things that we got there. So we see a pretty decent rebuild in the form of a Bastard Daughter, Desert Scavenger, and Obarasan back. And that's the mini Arion Obarasan, unless she got redesigned, which I don't think she did. Nope. And... we are jumping in here. All right, Booker Ma uses Nymeria Sand to remove an intrigue icon from Euron. Okay, so that means an unopposed intrigue challenge will be coming from the Martell player's side. And it also, of course, has the additional advantage of allowing the Martell player to protect their hand. Okay, so can Storm... I think Storm, if he gets an unopposed challenge, wins. So the question is, can he? He has 1 scouting vessel. So Grey Ghost says Red Viper can't defend. Okay, good. And he's going military challenge. Stealth. Right? Puts Maiden's Bane into play. Using silence. Okay. What? Wait, no. I think that's a mistake. Yeah. Remove 1, 0 to 5. Gray Kraken to gain a power. And gain 1 power for unopposed challenge. I think that was a punt, right? Like, couldn't you block with the other military icon there? But I guess you would lose on the power challenge? I'm slightly confused. It didn't get stealthed, right? Let me... Yes, we will look at the Targ Sea of Blood player next, Rabs. I wanted to see the Stark deck, and so, yeah. And I thought Andrew's deck was really cool. So let's take a look. How many people are left in the round? Let's take a look. There's a decent number of games. Let's go take a look at Adamo. If we can... I can't remember what Adamo's name is, but he's at table... Oh, let me go over here. It's this side. Adamo is at table 3. Let's see if they're still playing. Oh, let me switch over to this, and we'll go here. Adamo. Oh, table 3 is still playing. Oh, gotta refresh. BOC3. Watch. Cool. I'll let you all see the game now. Boom. And then I will switch over here. All right. BOC3. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So, the current power totals are 8 power for our Stark player to 13 power for the Scourge of the Northeast Championship Tour, Adamo, winner of, I believe it wasn't, which one was it? Let me check. Which one did he win? He won, well, it doesn't have his name. Of course, it's Adamo Montreal Meta is his name, of course, here. I think it was Dance that he won? No. It was maybe the first one, which might have been Dance. What was the first one? God, that feels like a literal lifetime ago. But he won one of the Northeast Championship Tour events and has done well in many of them this year. And it was super cool that we get our, upper Canada. This is where I need my wife here. Friends to join us, thanks to Nect online. Sworn to the watch. So it is a Big John combo deck. Yes, Adamo. Living the life that people deserve. I love it. Keeping it alive. Keeping it alive. Alright. So, he has finished marshaling. Big boards for both sides. No research. Degeneracy. Love it. No resets, excuse me, not research. Okay, so we see the I Am No One, which now has the text, choose Arya Stark or a unique Stark character with printed cost 3 or lower until end of the phase. That character loses all faction affiliations, traits, gains insight, and does not kneel when declared as a challenge. Okay, it has to be uniques now. Okay. Huh. Grelio is a super cool card. Did he get redesigned? After an attachment enters play, game 1 gold. I don't believe so. Right? He's the same? I love Grelio. Alright, I Am No One. Alice Mormont. She is going to be doing... Nope. All right, Luke 9. No stealth. Okay. There's no stealth now. Okay, on that card. Okay. So, Intrigue comes through, but... Adamo's able to defend. Green... But does not... Oh, no, he gains a power. So he's at 14 now. Initiating a military challenge. Okay, 14 strength military challenge here. Hoping to go over Sean, I'm guessing. No real... The problem is Halder, even new Halder, kind of messes this math up, right? Neil X, attachments, choose a character. Yeah. So, even new Halder messes this up. Yeah. There's nothing that Luke can do here. Baldur has defended 14 strength. Halder can pump. And they win. Cool. All right, we see Adamo here wrap this one up. So we are down with round 3 of this turn of Battle of the Bay of Crabs. I want to thank you all for joining me so far. I appreciate you all putting up with my solo commentary here. Let me update the stats here. Let's switch over to the stats screen. And there we go. So at the end, we have 2 undefeated players going into round 4. Targ training with the cohort versus and Andrews, who I assume will be playing. Todd, if you are still in chat, are you all just playing 1 undefeated? So are you playing 4 rounds cut, or are you doing more rounds than that? Sorry, I was again busy this morning, so I have not super been able to follow along. There's still some games going on, but I'm going to give my voice a break since it's just me here. So I will pause for a second, grab some water. 5 rounds cut to top 8. So we've got 2 more rounds to go. And yes, it's definitely since we have 2 more rounds, I'm going to give my voice a break. And I will be back with the beginning of round 4, which should be relatively soon. Until then, let me stream returning soon. I will give you all some music to listen to. Hello, folks. Looks like we're going to be back with round 4 in just a minute or two. I hope you all enjoyed our round 3 coverage of Battle on the Bay of Crabs 3, the final event of this season of the Northeast Championship Tour online. We want to thank all of our international friends for joining us this long season that we've had. And we appreciate you all. So if folks want to fire off in chat and let me know what your feelings are about the new cards and how you think they've been playing out so far. If there's any surprises, let me know. Let us know. We can discuss. I'm just waiting for the pairings, and we are going to be watching Sea of Blood, and whoever Sea of Blood is playing it against. Sea of Blood is apparently playing against Andrew McCauley. So we're going to watch Andrew. This is at table number 1 again. All right, let's look at the table 1 game again. Let me jump right over to that stream. Okay. BO3. BOC1. BOC1, where are you? BOC2. BOC1, there we go. BOC1. Period. You should be up now. Yep, I will switch it over. And then I will get the... Excuse me. I will get the chat up. Bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, we are there. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we are there. You should all see it. Let me take this off. All right, we are on round 4. We have Andrew McCauley now at the bottom, and our Targ Sea of Blood player up at the top. So let's see how the nerfed Sea of Blood does against this powerhouse of a passive power control deck by DC's own Andrew McCauley. All right. Good, seems like a very good, yeah, good setup for the, well, the question is, what is the Sea of Blood player doing? Great setup, I would say a very good setup for Andrew. No economy, but he's got one of his combos and a character. Going to get some more economy here with at the gates into a 2-claimed trait-based plot. So I imagine we're going to see some Dothraki come down. And that's Womb and Marine, I believe. Right? Let me double check. Yep, Womb of the World and Marine. So Womb now says, kneel Womb of the World to reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put an eligible Dothraki character with lower printed cost revealed this way into play. Shuffle your deck. At the end of the phase, if that card is still in play, return it to your hand. Still ridiculously, stupidly powerful. Marine, kneel Marine and discard 1 card from your hand to place each card in your hand face down under Marine and draw 3 cards. At the end of the phase, or if Marine leaves play, discard your hand and return each card you placed under Marine to your hand. So we see a Devoted Blood Rider come out. And that's it? Okay. So I imagine he's going to lean on probably the event, because they're sitting on 2 gold, right? Yep, 2 gold. So I imagine they're going to be relying on the event to power out some characters from the Targ Sea of Blood. And then we have Andrew, who's got Black Cells, Card in Shadows from setup, plenty of economy now, assaults a card into Shadows. Andrew has everything that he needs to control this game. So the question is, can there be enough powerful cards with the somewhat nerfed Womb of the World and the event that puts Targaryen or Dothraki cards into play, excuse me, to answer this location-based nonsense? And doesn't look like it, to be honest with you. So that military challenge ain't gonna do nothing here. And Neil, that... let's see, Neil, what? The intrigue icon? What's getting Neil? Nope, Neil's the military icon. Okay. So basically, the Targ player isn't doing anything this round. Maybe they can get an intrigue challenge if they want. But nope, Kingsgate comes out of shadows, says that intrigue icon is not doing anything. Which means we'll see an unopposed challenge from the Bear player. And an easy dominance win for them. So this is a pretty dominating first turn for Andrew here. Kind of the dream. All the key pieces and the Targ Sea of Blood player is pretty slow. They're going to be losing some cards to reserve, I believe, right? This is 5 reserve. They have 7 cards, so there'll be 8 when Eerie returns to hand. So they're going to be chucking 3 cards to reserve here. Well, I mean, maybe Eerie's dying here, so talking 2 cards to reserve. The Targ player does not defend the military challenge because they can't do jack. And 1 power goes on to Andrew's house card. Claim. Are we going to see Eerie? Yep, Eerie bites it. So 2 cards will be discarded. And Andrew wins an easy dominance. Got the combo. No power to steal, though. And here we go. But no gold to get that event back. Okay, so we saw Dothraki out. 2 Dothraki Outlighters chucked to reserve there. Oof. Oof. Big, powerful bodies getting chucked. They're even at cards. Although there's an additional card in shadows, so technically Andrew is up a card. And Andrew is having trouble thinking about a plot. Okay. Big gold plot here to the Dothraki plot. Let's see what... Did this get nerfed? It's 3/4/2. Reaction. After challenges phase begins, put a Dothraki character into play from your hand. At the end of the phase, if that card is still in play, return it to your hand. God, I hate that card so much. Okay. So the Dothraki player is going first this time. A little dangerous. Always dangerous against this Bear deck. Makes Mel even stronger. So 4 gold. Can they play anything here? Duplicate Recaro comes out thanks to the Rose Road. A duplicate Recaro. But we're going to see Andrew is going to go off here with 12 gold that they have access to. Plenty of locations. Melisandre kneels that Recaro. Oh, Bara is living its Baratheon control dream against this Targaryen deck. I mean, in many ways, this is what people kind of hoped that Bara would be able to do against Targ Sea of Blood. But it never proved to be able to do so in the nerfed version. Or pre-nerf version. When Francis's World Championship was won on the back of it. Oh, and we see another Red Priest. Come on down. Wonder what card we are going to see get taken by Andrew Mack. Khal Drogo. And oh, it's the new Khal Drogo. Newest Khal Drogo. Interesting, interesting. Stormland's Thiefdom comes down. And Assault from the Shadows. Puts a card into Shadows. I mean, this is going to be really hard for the Targaryen player here. 1 Dothraki character can come out. But it's almost certainly not going to be participating. With Andrew on 2 gold here. Okay. Devoted Blood Rider. Fear of the Khalasar. Puts a votive Blood Rider into play. Here comes a military challenge, I imagine, unless we're going to see... Well, action is to Andrew now. Is Andrew going to do anything here? Nope. So it looks like the military challenge will go off here. Okay, we get a 4-strength military challenge coming through here. Rambling on through. And what are we going to see? You know, I imagine you see a chump defense here. Because you can't go over him. Excuse me. Ugh. Sorry, long day. Nope. Yep, chump defense. Some, okay. Dupe comes off Mel. Interesting, interesting. 1 power Recaro. Time to see. Consuming Flames. Interesting. Illyrio's Estate, Dothraki, Outriders, Freedmen, and Recaro. Puts a Recaro into play, so it's a duplicate. Okay. That's an interesting choice. And they're done. They're done. Nope, nope. Okay. Oh, the new Blackwater, the new Quotho. Let's see. Quotho is now, if there's a summer plot card revealed, he has his old ability, which is cute. Based on his opponent's summer plot. I like it. I like it. But I imagine Black Cells, yep, prevents Quotho from doing anything. You don't really get to choose with whom now? I don't know. Womb. Let's see. Let's double check with Womb. It's top 5 cards. I mean, the last time he had a choice between the duplicate and the Outriders, right? Right? Outriders has the Dothraki trait, right? It's not non-army, is it? Nope. So you could have put the army into play. But he chose the duplicate instead. Which I guess to make this military challenge a lot less desirable for the Bara player. And sort of make it so maybe there could be a catch-up valor here. It's low. Oh, it's lowest printed cost. Am I missing that? Oh, okay, okay. It's lowest printed cost now. I apologize. Well, lower printed cost. Okay, okay. Card's still very powerful. But yes, you're all right. I apologize. Neil Stormwind Thiefdom. Move 1 power from Recaro to the owner's faction card to steal. Sweet, sweet. And an easy dominance win for the Bear player. Okay. Moving Stormland's Thiefdom to move some power over now to Andrew's side of the board. In case we see a Valor here, I imagine is about to happen. Everyone's below their reserve. Equal on unknown resources in hand or in shadows. Get you win or you die, and Parlay. All right, Parlay wasn't changed, right? Okay, it's a bad. Nope, still super powerful. Parlay at Storm's End. You win or you die. Draws a bunch of cards for our Targaryen player. Oh, and military challenges obviously was announced for the Parlay. Classic bear counterplay to Sea of Blood. Classic. So Andrew really does have the lock here. I can't imagine the Targ Sea of Blood player has a lot of outs at this point. Well, puts a card into shadows. Interesting. I'm excited to see what card that is. Oh, my pleasure. Sorry I had to start late. All right, we see Koholo come out. All right. Exciting times for the flexibility of that card. So, all right. So, we've got some extra icons. Faux icons coming out for the Targ player. Andrew's got practically 1 billion gold. At 8 here on a parlay turn. Goes in the tank. Puts a card into shadows. So we've got 2 cards in shadows for the Bear of Shadows player. And then duplicates the Iron Throne. JIC. Although what? I mean, and oh, wow. And Starry Sept here. I mean, this is basically all the control tools. Sure, why not bestow 2 on Devin too? Why not? Why not just bestow 2 up for Devin as well? I wonder what he'll fetch with that, because it looks like all the powerful locations are out. And we're in the challenge phase. I really don't know what the Targaryen player is going to be doing here, to be honest with you. I don't see what their outs are. I don't even think that deck can really draw them out of this situation. So we get nothing, right? That's a hard miss here. Yep. Oof. Excuse me. All right, Andrew Mack brings Pinch of Powder out of shadows onto the faux icons. So we got Black Cells, prevents Ricaro from participating in anything, and Blackwater Rush gets some power for him as well. So lots of passive power here, already at 7 power to the 0 power that the Targaryen player has. And okay, now we're gonna see Ken Marine, 2 Chucky Missandei. Yes, let's do some classic Targ things. 3 cards go under Marine, 3 fresh cards into the Targ player's hand. I really don't know what those cards could possibly do for them to get them out of this situation. A lot of their tricks are already been spent. We've already got a Missandei. We've already got a Quotho out. Womb is already out. All right, so we got a power challenge being swung at Andrew Mack for 2. A cheeky power challenge. There's no red keep out. Although if you block, you get power for winning the power challenge, right? So, But then you can't crack back. But there's no power to steal. So the question is, do you let this go through to give you some power to steal in response? Yep, that looks like that's what Andrew's plan is here. So there's going to be 3 power heading over to the Targ side for now. I mean, we'll be getting all this power back, I guess. Right, with the claim and chamber. I guess there'll still be 1 power left on your opponent's faction card. All right. Okay, we get the Intrigue Challenge. Intrigue Challenge is swinging on in. I don't really think Andrew cares about this. Yeah, no care in the world. Andrew Mack has no cards to discard. And challenges are done. All right, so now how is Andrew going to navigate around this? I imagine power challenge. Okay. With strength 6. All right, so this forces the block, I assume. Unless they're going to try to win Dom. And Andrew does not have the gold to do the trick with Trader of the Crown. Huh, wait. That can't... Wait, didn't Coho get hit with Black Cells? Right, can't he not participate? Let's see. Oh, no, No, Ricaro got hit. Okay, Ricaro got hit. Not Coho. Coho. I don't even know. There's too many hoes in Dothraki society. Okay, so we get 2. Gets blocked here. Gains 1 for unopposed. Loses a Braided Warrior. And Andrew wins 8-4. Steals power back. I imagine. Yep. Gets a dupe for Black Cells, which is interesting. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. And then we see the Targ player discards the remainder of their hand to their plot, and we're sitting here at the beginning of round 4. The Targ player is at 2 power, and the Bear player is at 10. Political disaster. Ooh, spicy. And we have exchange. So that means Black Cells get saved, and the Iron Throne gets saved. But what are we going to see get kept? Probably the economy is all going away. Maybe Blackwater Rush will be going away. I think you keep the power, right? You keep Starry Sept. Also, I guess it would also depend on what you see here. So we say Maester Crescent and Blackwater Rush get added to Andrew Mack's hand. So definitely Blackwater Rush is hitting the bin then from this political disaster. And so then maybe two of the economy cards. And so keep Starry Sept, keep Chamber. And I know that means all the economy's got to go. Interesting. All right, so he keeps 1 economy card. Okay. 1 economy card and 1 chamber. Okay. Or chamber. Okay. So Starry... Interesting to not keep Starry Sept. Interesting. I thought the acceleration might be nice, but we shall see. I mean, the trade routes here that we know Andrew is playing is definitely a lot weaker now. All right, so we see an economy card come out. We see a card come into Shadows. And Andrew Mack first. And it's interesting that he kept Gates over one of the other economy cards, but all right, so Andrew's got 2 cards in Shadows now. 4 gold to bring cards out of Shadows. Always good. And the target player just passes straight into challenges. Okay. So I imagine we're going to see here something come out of Shadows to trigger this Black Cells. Be interesting to see what card it is. They're both... Could be any card because they're both from... Nope. Andrew's just going straight into challenges. With an Intrigue challenge for 2. Cool. Intrigue challenge for 2. Swinging in. Letting everybody know. Showing him who's boss. Rumbling into the red zone with this green challenge. And we are waiting to see. Okay, Womb, Khal Drogo, and Dothraki Outriders, and oh, Horse Lord. Interesting. Well, thank you, Syntax 1115 for following. Rue and I appreciate it. That's my cat. That it is, if you subscribe to me, you get some sweet root modes. I'll throw some root modes into chat for you. All right. All right, we got 5. Okay, we see the Shadow Priestess comes out. Kneels the big boy, and I imagine what is not going to be able to kneel thanks to the Black Cells. Yep. Both hoes are sitting down. Ricaro and Kahoho. So we are at the point now where that just leaves Miss Sandy and that Horse Lord up for the Sea of Blood player. Which again means minimal chance of a Sea of Blood trigger going off. And so Andrew's thinking about what's going to go into this power challenge. It looks like 7 strength power challenge. Okay. I mean, they can bounce something here. So that's the question of the day. Are they going to bounce something with... They had a pinch of powder at some point. Maybe they lost it. I don't think they did. Let's check. Let's take a look at their discard pile. Nope. Remove from dead's pile. Nope. Okay. All right. Nope. Power challenge. We see Blood My Blood and getting Jogo into play for now. All right. Well, never mind. That means that we could see the Sea of Blood trigger here. But of course, we should probably read the revised Sea of Blood. So it's not quite as catastrophic as it would have been back in the day. So the current Sea of Blood is, you cannot include neutral events in your deck. Action, discard 1 blood token from Sea of Blood to reduce the cost of the next event you play this phase by 2. Reaction, after you win a military challenge by 5 or more strength, kneel your faction card to place a blood token on Sea of Blood and search the top 10 cards of your deck for an event. Reveal it and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. So much, much less devastating than it would have been with the old Sea of Blood. But it's definitely coming here. We see Marine. Want to see some cards here. Maybe see an event. But again, since he can't run neutral events, there's no location control that he can draw into. But we definitely see a Covert Loyalist. All right, come out. All right, it's a big board now for this Dothraki player. Covert Loyalist coming out. Oh. Andrew Mack. You want to challenge 2-0. Kills something. Horse Lord's gone by. Andrew Mack is done. Okay, so the target player, though, by super defending that power challenge, holds Andrew off from getting more power, but doesn't really leave the Targaryen player with a huge number of options here. Particularly because they clearly want to win dominance, so that they don't lose their power to IKEA. So, very good board, excuse me, for the Targaryen player. Double, excuse me. But the question now is, what's in Andrew's mind about resets? One of the two Valors would be pretty good here. But I think I'd be more about Dohaeris if they're running Dohaeris here. There's a lot of expensive stuff on the target player's side, and you've got a much lower curve. You could keep 3 characters, and they can only keep about 2. Yeah. Yep. Seems good. That first snow is pretty solid here. So we'd be interested to see what they pick here. Ricaro and Coho. All right, the Hoes are staying in play. The other folks go into the deck. Andrew put the Shadow Priestess at the bottom of the deck. All right, so the goal here, of course, is for the target player to put poor Andrew down to just Melisandre. So a good thing here for Andrew would be to draw a R'hllor card that they can play in Marshalling would be pretty good. Okay, look who's back. Jogo. So we got the Go and the Hose here. All right. So Andrew has now 6 gold. So hopefully Andrew here, from his perspective, drew some kind of, I think, marshalling phase interaction is what you want here. Like, if you could put a card in the shadows, like, play a R'hllor card, kneel one of the big boys, and then have something to bring out to stop, say, Jogo. So if you can kneel Ricaro and make Jogo not kneel, that would basically gimp the challenges phase here. They're getting back a Khal Drogo. Okay, so Assault from the Shadows puts a card in the shadows. And, alright, here's the Acolyte of the Flame coming out here. But that doesn't trigger Mel, because it wasn't Oh, no, it was Marshalling. Okay, it was Marshalling. Okay, cool. So 2 gold kneel, because that's coming back. I imagine then we're going to see... Okay, Traitor to the Crown goes on Go. Alright, so... Khal Drogo is put into play? What? He wouldn't be put into play. He's brought into hand. Yeah, that's weird. Weird thing. But anyway, so we've got... Okay, Womb of the World... Crone, I believe? Yep, Crone comes out. Okay. And we see Maester Crescent come out of shadows to protect Melisandre here from military claim. Makes it so Jogo can't Can't stand or kneel. So that means that... Because do you have to have a participating character? One card from your hand. Yeah. So that means it's just the Intrigue Challenge is initiatable by the target player, right? Let me just read Coho. Oh, I guess Coho can defend no matter what, but he can't initiate challenges himself. All right. Andrew Mack does not defend this Intrigue Challenge, which makes sense. I think he wants to clap back here. Marine, draw some cards. Looking for the burn? Well, he's got no... But they have no gold, right? The... Yeah. Looking for something. Looking for something. It's interesting that they did this here, though. Rather than... Neosco discards Raincoat, so to have Coho participate in the current challenge. So win 7-0. Alright. Which brings back the Freedman. Okay. Alright. I see that. So we're going to... And Andrew loses his Acolyte of Flames, which already did the good work. And intimidates Mel. Okay. Good turn. Good turn. Makes sense. So do you ding in here for power? And yep. Looks like that's what they're doing. Alright. Tarxia Blood is grinding. That's really awesome. Considering where they were, that political disaster, I think, really caught them up by constraining Andrew's gold. So that's really good for them. And let's see what's next. Andrew does not defend the challenge here. Makes sense. Not a lot they can do. Okay. I mean, we're getting there. 9-6 now. 9-6. Still in favor of Barra, but Barra definitely is going to have to crank it up a little bit here. All right, so we see a power challenge swing in here. Nothing that the Targ player can do here, I believe. Correct. Yep. And Andrew gains the 1 power from the unopposed challenge. So now he's up to 11, soon to be up to 13 when we get to the Dominance phase. Yep. All right. And that puts the Targaryen player down to 4. So even though that Targaryen player had a hell of a turn, they did tons of tricks. The Barra player still, thanks to IKEA and thanks to the power of Trader for the Crown, Trader of the Crown, Trader to, didn't even have the right words there. Trader to the Crown, you really see the ability of this deck to be really resilient. Okay, so we get Grand Melee and Trade Routes. This is an alright Trade Routes. And we already talked about earlier, Trade Routes now is just a single player. You pick a player, and you get the gold equal to the number of locations. I have no idea what Grand Melee is trying to do in this deck. Let's take a look. Each character that the attacking or defending player... Each character that is attacking or defending alone does not contribute its strength to the challenge. Okay. I mean, that is good with Coho. All right, Illyrio's Estate comes down. Illyrio's Estate comes down. And we're going to see something big. Maybe that Khal Drogo? Maybe that Khal Drogo? Yep. Khal Drogo. Some nice renown. And that ability to keep things in play. Let's see. Trim the board down with claim. They get unopposed because you don't have enough blockers to oppose, I think is the point. Yeah. No, that makes sense. All right. So Big Bobby, who we've seen, just wins the game. Amazing, Andrew. I'm just going to say fuck it. I fucking love that. That's amazing. Yes, awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good job, Andrew. Andrew locks his opponent out there, claiming that last couple of power from Robert. I don't think we can top that. That was a really cool take on Targ Sea of Blood. I mean, it definitely, I think, highlighted that the power level of Sea of Blood as an agenda was significantly reduced. I wonder a little bit if an all-in Dothraki approach like that is really the best way to go about it in Targaryen these days. I wonder if like playing the more expensive Dothraki and not playing the cheap ones will make your womb better. I'm not sure, because they definitely, as was pointed out again by Rich and I believe Rabs. No, it was Todd. Excuse me, Todd in the chat. The lower printed cost is a pretty big hit. So maybe something that's like using the other cheap Targ cards. But maybe all the cheap Targ cards are. Although Freedmen, they're not Dothraki. So there might be some way where you're really trying to abuse Womb by running some of the expensive Targaryen cards and getting them for free. But I don't know. It was definitely an interesting take on the deck, and we definitely seen that the power level of Sea of Blood has been reduced. So, good job, Hano and the design team. Let me see where the situation for the round is. That was a very long game, and a very cool game. So, I don't... Let's see... Lots of games still going on, apparently. So, let's take a look. Let's see what we can find. Let me hop us over to the statistics. I will refresh the statistics for you all, so you can see the statistics, and I will pop us over there. Cool. All right, so now I will also look to see if we can get another game. Give me one moment. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you all today. Thank you very much, Todd, of course, for organizing this. So it looks like our three, POC 3. Cool. Yeah, close game here. So let's switch that over for y'all. And let's get their chat up. POC3, watch. Boop, 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 boop. It's an on elongated tower due to a power outage, so they were running a little longer. No problem. Hatchlings to grab the burn. Yeah, no, using like Freedmen and Dragons as your sort of low end, and then some of the more expensive Hoes and Goes and Drogos to lower, to make it so that when you hit, you're always playing an impactful card. Maybe that's a way to do it. I really don't know. It is not a puzzle that I would have been very interested in solving either when I was playing the game super competitively. But Andrew's deck, winning in ways your opponent can't interact with. Now that's my jam. Love it. All right, so we've got this. Martell. Speaking of not your opponent not interacting, Martell Hollow Hill versus the Stark deck that we saw earlier today. And this is a pretty good game. 10 power to 11. Ooh, the new Bestow Flea Bottom is not doing jack because it looks like it was already used up. We've got... yeah, no, definitely Sea of Blood as a funnel for the burn is definitely an approach that definitely should probably be explored. And I know that was what some of the chatter was about it when Hano was spoiling the cards. So we'll see whether or not that holds up. I mean, definitely the last one we saw was an attempt to port in Francis's deck into Francis and Alex's deck into the new format, but it didn't look super impressive to me, I'll be honest with you. I was impressed by its ability to grind, which is one of the things about the Dothraki decks that really, really came around to impressing me. And I think, the principles of the core principles of Francis and Alex's style builds of Sea of Blood, where its ability to grind, its ability to aggressively valor, I think that still somewhat survives, and you definitely saw it there, but it lacks the explosiveness, right? So that ability to grind is really awesome, but what made that deck so busted and to a point where it got a mirror match in the World Championship Finals was it's that explosiveness that it was able to do. But it looks like we came out of this game with the Martell player winning here. So I'm going to take a quick break. We've got about 12 minutes left in the round. It's a little bit longer for, as Todd said in chat here, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break again. It's just me. So I assume you're all getting a little bit sick of my voice and my opinions and my rambling with no Glazer or anyone to balance me out. So I hope you enjoyed the Sea of Blood game. Congratulations to Andrew for moving into round 5 undefeated. I believe he will have a shot to defend himself as King of Swiss. All right. So I will be back. I need to use the bathroom anywhere or take a bio break. I'm old enough that that's what we used to say. Oops. There. Nope. No, where is it? Break screen. Here we go. There's where I want. All right. So I will see you all in a few minutes. Let me see. All right, folks, we are back. Oh, I took off my jacket. I didn't even realize I did. All right, and we are going to be back for round 5 coverage. And, oops, I meant to turn on this so that it didn't immediately switch over. We're going to be finding some different games than last time because we've watched 2 rounds of Andrew McCauley. So let's see what we can find here. Let's take a look. Let's see. So Adamo and Andrew are playing for King of Swiss, but we've already watched both of them. Why don't we watch James Churchill of Norwich, UK versus Nereus, who's on target trading with the cohort. Cool. Let's take a look at the current pairings. Nereus is table 3. So we're going to watch Nereus versus Churchill. 22 is most players' thrones could scrap together for its last ever event. Wow. Well, as I understand it, there is going to be a Red Saturday 16, so it's not quite its last ever event. But we will definitely see what's going on. But I appreciate you, Dr. Horrible. That is a good... At this point, like, Dr. Horrible is like a deep cut, isn't it? Like, it's kind of sad. But you know what they say about time. Time. BO3. It marches on. BOC3. Cool. Yeah, cool. All right, you all should. Let me fire this over to you all. Cool. There we go. We got Martell, Hollow Hill. Yep, UK Nats is of course also coming soon. And that's a big event coming up. And there's also Canadian Thanksgiving, so maybe fewer Canadians are participating than we have in the past. Or maybe there's more? I don't know. BOC3. And let's all not be completely honest and say that the last month has not been the easiest for Game of Thrones. So, you know, attendance being down a little bit is not super surprising. You know, we had a rough... I guess it was August. It was September. All right, so we've got a cohort deck with no economy, but setting up Khal Drogo, and let's go like this. Yep. All right, so it's pretty good setup. I mean, pretty explosive for this cohort player right here. And let's go. Okay, so Khal Drogo was not changed at all. All right. Okay. Cool. In the redesigns. All right. So, wow, this is a hell of a turn for the Targ cohort player. So they played what? Let's see. Tokar, Captain Grillio, Marine, and a Marinese Market. All right, and now Asirio's training. Okay, that was a turn. That continues to show the power of trading with the cohort. Definitely, as Will and I talked about in our White Book episode about the first cycle, one of the most powerful cards printed. All right, the Martell player is playing a card I will always associate with Hollow Hill, which is, of course, oh god. Where's my brain doing it? Unexpected Delay. Which lets us bounce. Okay, so we get discards a duplicate of Captain. So we've got Targ Loyalist and Captain Grillio were to be returned. Targ Loyalist gets bounced. But that still gives Sparta over here a chance to attack with a nice little green icon challenge for 2. 1 for unopposed. Let's see what card they get. They get a Shadow City Bastard, which is actually, I imagine, not a horrible card that you want in the discard pile as the Knights of the Hollow Hill player. Now, Nereus has, in previous events that I've covered, I think both Blackwater and one of the Next events playing a variant of this deck. And it's continued to see its power, and of course it has access to, while nerfed, many more powerful cards than it had access before, such as Marine. And Qohor, of course, remains one of the most busted agendas, and was, I believe, not tweaked by Hano. So Sparta comes in for his 7, stands him up, plays his Viper Eyes. Okay, good. Okay, I thought good. And plays his Viper Eyes. Hits a Aegon. All right, so there'll be no DDoSing with Dario. And cancel claim effect, sure. No claim because there's no characters. Let me just double check how much gold the Martel player has. The Martel player has 8 gold. All right, so they're going to be doing some stuff. One would hope, at least, unless that's just a gold-shaped Iron Throne. All right, we get a military challenge, second military challenge for 2, unopposed. Throwing Mercenary Contract to the bottom inside the deck, and we gain 1 power from unopposed. One power from unopposed. So power challenge is swinging in. No power here to steal. So, but this is still going to put Nereus at 5 power. They are at 1/3 of the way to their win condition on the first turn. This deck is a challenge-making machine, as we've seen before, while covering him in these events. All right, now what is the Martel player going to do to disrupt this? They've done nothing really besides his Viper Eyes to interact. So the question is, do they have some ambush? Nope, they don't have any ambush. Oof, so that is just... And no one wins dominance. That is such a brutal waste of gold here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is like... Oof. That is not good for the Martel player. All right. Now we see a Valar Morghulis come down to return... Fallen from favor, not return to favor. Oh my god, Rogers. All right, so I imagine he's sacrificing Captain Grelio? Nope. Yes, Captain Grelio. Yep, which because I believe there's probably a 3rd copy in the deck. Don't want some dead draws. Khal Drogo loses his dupe. And Missandei and Brown Bempalm are dead. But we still have Khal Drogo with another dupe. Yeah. But didn't lose. Well, the bodyguard rather than the dupe was used. Okay, so now we see Aegon come down. No, she's not Aegon. Excuse me, Viserys. Why I say Aegon? Viserys, however way you want to say it. And Marine discards a card, saying goodbye to the Maester Illyrio. We see 1 gold come down, and a Jorah. Wow, this is, again, showing just the sheer power here. And then they have to discard. No, they pay 3 gold for Gifts of the Widow to attach Seal of the Hand to Khal Drogo. So, yeah. Super Drogo. 5 gold, additional up to 7 now. Is there any interaction in the Martel deck that is going to stop Khal Drogo from getting another 5 power here? Go to 10. Maybe. I don't think so, but we could be... Oh, we got Obella. Okay. Okay. She's not doing much here, but she's a character that can die in a military claim. Stop some unopposed, maybe. And I guess she gets you to take 1 power off your opponent's faction card. Okay. And Marine to act as a de facto draw 3 all game for real hand advantage. Yep. I guess there's a little less stand here, right? Because they got rid of the... Let me just double check. They got rid of... Yeah, they got rid of the Queen's Guard, right? I don't see a Queen's Guard anywhere in here. No. So they got rid of the Queen's Guard. So there's like a little less like super stand for Cal. But you don't really need it here. So we are got a military challenge with Khal Drogo coming in for 7. No defense. Interesting. I imagine we're going to see Obella get killed here for military claim. 1 for unopposed power. Yep. And Obella is shuffled back into the deck. And a power is stolen here. And a power goes on Khal Drogo. Oh, nope. We see a sacrifice to put Dragon Skull. Okay. Let's anneal that military icon. Interesting. Second military challenge comes in for another unopposed and another renown. No Obella to save them now. Yep, Spiel the Hand goes back in the deck. Alright, 1 power from unopposed. Military claim is applied. Chooses Bastard Daughter. Doesn't do anything. Sacrifices the Dragon Skull to put a what? Seal of the Hand? How surprising. I am so surprised by this play. What a totally reasonable thing that they are doing here. So Khal Drogo stands up. I imagine he's coming for a power challenge. Oh, we see the sack of Tokar to put an appointed. Okay, sorry. I'm screwing this up. Viserys came in for the power challenge there. Gets the power. We see Khal Drogo now is coming in with the intrigue challenge because he now has not the strength boost from the Tokar, but the intrigue from appointed. Hits an Obarasand. And there is jack that the Martell player can do about any of this, which means 12 power at the end of turn 2. The Martell player, I believe, has no useful interaction for what's going on here. They're too far behind. They had a decent turn on their Valor turn. They played 3 characters. They were able to somewhat seem like they're going to rebuild, but Power Drogo just powered right through. There's enough characters to protect from basically any reset at this point. I mean, like, Duel doesn't do anything because there's not a second one. Like, there's, like, very little that can be done. Pancrene makes himself second player. They choose no characters. Kills 2 Targaryen loyalists. And here we go. You win or you die. Drawing 2 more cards. Draws 7. Goes to 7. Gets an additional gold. So they're at 8 gold. I really don't think the Martell player has any answer here. All right, we see Elias Sand comes down. This is just like really sad for the Martell player here. So we see Sparta gives to the Widow, gets a Tokar on Khal Drogo, shuffles their deck, gets King's Road, now plays Maester Illyrio. Draws some cards with Marine. Puts another card in the shadows. Plays the Beggar King. And here we go. Definitely a card that probably should have been addressed. Qohor. Alright, Donor Spy comes out costing 4 gold. Takes away the power icon from Khal Drogo. That's interesting. Do they have another trick here? They stand up, Khal Drogo. 9 strength power or military challenge coming in. They just win on here, yeah. It's not unopposed. I guess they don't win here because it's Khal Drogo. Goes to 14 to kill 2 characters. Both those characters are dead. Khal Drogo is going to get a power in a second. Yep. And Intrigue Challenge. Unopposed for the win. Yep. Unopposed for the win. Congratulations, Darius. You ran over this Martell Hollowhill player. And move on to almost certainly the thought. Yeah, Faction Neil would be pretty good, or I don't know. It's just a super busted card. Do you want to do another? Best of luck in the top 8. I believe both of these players will make the top 8. All right, so we are going to jump over to the break screen real quick while I get everything fixed up to find us another game. All right. Let's take a look. I guess we can jump into Adamo versus Andrew. 2 of the slowest decks in the world. That'll give us a good rest of the round to do. So let's do that. Let me go over here, leave game. Right. OC1. Adamo is... There, here we go. BOC1. BOC1. Boom. Nope. BOC1. That's not the right password. Huh. BOC1. Let's try BOC01. No. Huh. Okay, so let's try Storm's game. BOC5. There we go. So we're going to watch Storm's game. Alright. If you're not going to be nice to me, password, then I'm not going to be nice to you. Alright, so we'll put Storm's game in. And boom. Let's go, go, go. Let me fix this. Humbert. There it is. BOC5. Boom. All right, cool. So everything should be visible now, and we're good to go. Added a space. Okay, well, I think we're cool here watching this Greyjoy game. We've got the Stark Prince player versus Storm. I believe, let's look at their records real quick. Is this a win and in for either of them? Boom. So Storm. I think so. If he beats Thomas, he might be there. He's got pretty low strength of schedule, though, with those first 2 early losses. But there's a chance. There's a chance. So we'll see. All right, Storm. So we got our Stark player here. Discards Blackwing's crew. To Storm. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. We get a military challenge coming in from Stark towards Storm. 4-3. Defended with strength 4. Gives +3 strength. +2 strength. Alright. Oh, plus an additional 2 strength. With a cut to top 8, 15 points, has a good shot at making it. Cool, cool, cool. There's a tie for dominance. Storm won that military challenge. So we're at 4-8, I think. 4-8, yep. 4-8. And we are moving on to the next round, which I believe will be round... Oh, Storm discarded Orkmont Reavers. Both players are drunk on cards here. So Storm got rid of an Orkmont Reaver. And what is our stalwart Stark player going to be doing? Stalwart Stark player. That's a joke for the Stalwart Stark player is a joke for the 1.0 players. All right, so we've got a Northern Armory is chucked to reserve there. So we're at the end of round 2. So we are in round 3. All right, we got a snap pick of a plot from the Stark player. Storm Valors into an exchange of information. Okay. So I imagine Storm has some saves here. 1 or 2 saves would be very good for Storm here. Exchange of information reveals an Umber Loyalist, Last Hearth Scout, a Marriage Pact, oof. Winterfell, Last Hearth, Nymeria, Needle, Lady, Bran, and She-Bear. Huh. It's super weird to be running Exchange and a powerful attachment like Marriage Pact, but also some firmly mediocre attachments like Needle and... You never want to like be exchanging for an attachment and not be able to be given the Marriage Pact. At least that's my experience with Marriage Pact. It's like if you're going to be playing a 3 gold clunker of an attachment, you want to always be drawing it, always be able to play it when you see it. All right, so Catelyn's dead. So we got a complete board clear for again Stark. But we see the Risen, that classic card, which I believe was not adjusted by the playtest team, and a dupe, making it so Storm's board is awesome. And only 4 gold for our Stark player. They're able to play an Umber Loyalist. They draw 2 cards. Oh, and they discarded a Last Hearth and a Winterfell from their last Loyalist. Okay, we see... All right. Some claim soak, but there's not going to be a claim coming across. But that icon spread is good. So we see 2 characters come out. Oh, and then there's Needle. Okay. Oh, maybe we're going to see a second character come out? Bran. Okay. A little too late for Bran, but that's all right. No, we do not sows, I guess, with Bran. Storm collects only 3 gold. I don't think he'll be able to play much. Maybe he'll play one of the armies, the 4-cost armies. Because I think he's playing the Bestow one. Support of Harlaw for free on Euron, I believe. Yep. Plays a Ironflake Scout to draw a card. Interesting that he didn't do that first. Interesting sequencing. And a Shipwright. Is the Shipwright go? Shipwright. Yeah, Neil's the Last Hearth. So there we go. We got Claim Soak. No additional strength pumps, which means that the military challenge can get chumped. And both can get chumped by, or stopped, blocked by, stuffed. That's the term I'm looking for. Stuffed by Storm here. So any attacks from the Stark player is not going to accomplish a huge amount. Khaleesi 110. Welcome to, or goodbye from watching the game. All right, so we get this military challenge coming through for 5 strength. I imagine we're going to see a block here. Right, because I don't think that there's any advantage really here for Storm going on an aggressive path. Maybe he wants unopposed. He wants to start cranking this stuff up. And if he has a read that his opponent... Because I believe we saw the last time we started Stark playing... use Support of Harlaw to give Euron Renown until the end of the phase. Okay. Support of Harlaw doing its work. Alright. Defends with Strength 4. And I imagine we're going to get a pump here. Oh, put Silence to put... Great Kraken into play, draws a card, and then gives +1 strength to Euron. So he's now 5, so we've got to make him 6. 6 until the end of the challenge. Storm wins, gains a power, and stands Euron here. So he's still, yeah, I mean... That seemed like a bad attack from the Stark player, but looks like he's going to throw the power challenge. Yeah, I don't think there's a real advantage here to doing the power challenge. I mean, I guess you don't really force a block, right? Because he's not going to defend, so you go up to... I guess if you do a power challenge here and Storm doesn't defend, which I imagine he won't, you'll end up power neutral. No, because Storm doesn't have any claim, right? So, maybe doing the power challenge was the right decision here then. Maybe doing the power challenge was the right decision here. Why no? Okay, so the stealth. Alright. Gains 1. Yeah, I definitely think the power challenge was the right decision there. 1 power from Renown on Aegon, or on Euron. We're gonna get an intrigue challenge. Yep, from the wonderful Alanis Greyjoy. But we didn't... Phantomax does not defend the challenge. No claim. But we get some unopposed power. And we're going to get an unopposed mill. So Storm is up to 10. Soon to be up to 12. No defense. Yeah, I do think, I think the chump power there was the right decision. Thank you, Phil, right there. Yep. Tie for Dom. So maybe it's that he wanted to tie for Dom? So we got 12 to 8 here. 12 to 8. Let me shift this. I think I can shift this down, actually. Game. Look. There we go. Okay. Oh. There we go. All right. So we got 12 to 8. Phantomax against slot picks. We take Westeros into Wardens of the North. Storm Humbert has selected himself to be the first player. Surprise, surprise. He's going to be a little concerned about a marriage pact on Euron here. That would be my main concern. Okay, Kneeling Last Hearth. Last Hearth, good. Duplicate Euron. Duplicate Alanis. Okay. Do we have anything else? There's got to be something else. Sea Tower. Yep. Goes down. And here's Iron Victory's crew. Gonna trigger Iron Victory's crew, I imagine. Which lets us search our deck for a warship location, reveal it, and add it to my hand. Put into play instead of its Iron Victory. Yep. Gets Grey Ghost. I imagine Grey Ghost is going to go into Shadows. Oh, no, maybe not. He just might play it, because I don't think he has enough to do both. Yeah, he just plays it. Draws a card. And we are passing it over to the Stark player. Stark player's got 5 gold. It's going to be very difficult for them to get around the Grey Ghost. The first step is a Marriage Pact on Euron. Marriage Pact on Euron really limits the explosiveness here. Okay, are we going to see it? Marriage Pact, Marriage Pact, Marriage Pact, Marriage Pact, Marriage Pact. Marriage Pact is super good against Greyjoy. Nope. Okay, Daisy. Daisy's solid. Let's get Euron married. Nope. Carhold. Hey, okay. Carhold does prevent the renown. Okay, that's good. So does that mean that... I think that means Storm can't win this round? Alright, so Euron's got stealth now. So I imagine he's going to do... Okay, they get a free... So the Intrigue Challenge is free, so he's effectively operating at 13. Come on, Storm. Really, pillage? Is that what we're doing here? That's disrespectful. What is the point of pillage here? Alright, so we get a free Intrigue Challenge, I imagine, with Alanis. So I know... Okay, Euron. Okay. I guess he wants the kneel. Alright, put... which one? What's your... Oh, okay. This is the power game. After character you control discards one... okay, cool. Using pillage, draw a card. That gain power. Okay. But no... Alright, so... Alright, so we're gonna imagine Neil... Daisy? Nope. Kneeling the Umber Loyalist. Okay. Got a Marriage Pact. There we go. Draws a card. And he just wins on the power challenge, I imagine, here. You stealth Daisy. Grey Ghost something. Yeah. Yep, it's over in favor of Storm. Okay. I believe that puts Storm in a solid space to maybe take a submarine himself into the cut. Let's hop over here. Let's see what is left being played. We've got... All right, let's see if table 2 will take us. Table 2. BOC 2. All right, table 2 took us. All right, we've got the Bara, believe, yep, Red Door deck that versus the 2. Let me click refresh. Versus Stark Crossing. BOC 2. All right. So we see Wyla, Arya, and Little... No, that's Great John, right? No, that's Small John. Yeah, Small John. Small John and a Winterfell Stewart on the side of... Well, there used to be way more on the Bara side. Now just Mel and Miss Florent. Right, it's Florent. Delana Florent? Yeah, Delana Florent. The cannot stand girl. Woman. Excuse me. All right. So we see Amira. She comes out of shadows to blank Melisandre. Okay. Completely fair. Stopping any nonsense from Melly in the marshalling phase. With the Stark player at 11. Ooh, I mean, Mira in Stark Crossing. Oh, man, what is this? 2018? Oh. All right, we are. Oh, hi, Rue. You want to come say hi to people? Good cat? Hello. Kiton says hello. This is my co-commentator. Rue, what do you think about this matchup? No Lannister cards. Yeah, that's true. No Lannister cards. Although, Rue, I turned you into a alternate art Big Catelyn. Catelyn. Yeah. All right, so we've got the Stark player. Has just a gigantic board here. Playing Sansa, playing Rickon. To the Bara players, again, that Mel is blank, so she's not doing anything this round. Okay, but we see Selyse come down. But there's still 3 standing characters thanks to the fact that Stark has so many ladies. All right. We see Bastard in Hiding come down. Be good. You know, Rue, you have one of my emotes, right? You're actually my only emote is you. All right, no shadows. No, wait. All right, so we get Blackwater Bays drawing 4 cards for the Bara player. No surprises. It comes down. So no locations can come out of... Nothing can come out of shadows or play events. So it's going to be some good old honest thrones. No fun for the Bara player here. All right, so we see a chump intrigue to get the Lord of the Crossing train rolling from our Stark Crossing player. Are we going to see a block here? I think we basically have to... Do we basically have to see a block on all the challenges? Well, military's not getting blocked. This is interesting. I think... Do you have to let this go through? Do you have to let this go through? You can stop power by not blocking here. Yeah, I think you do have to let this through, Philly. I think you're right. By letting this through. Because the military's free. And the Oop, no. Okay. So then they go... military, stealth, your only military icon. Unopposed. But can you go over... I guess, yeah, kill Solis? Yeah. I guess you've got to kill Solis for this military challenge. I guess you could have also blocked with the bastard also and kill the bastard. Would also have done it, I think. And still giving you enough. What do you think, Rue? What? You think that you should never let an unopposed challenge through because you wouldn't? Okay, I get that. I don't know if that's Wright's Thrones theory, though. Okay. So that leaves 6 power and Sansa. No, Sansa's gonna go to 5, right? So I guess they can stuff it. Yeah. So I guess they still stuff it here with the double block. Yeah, they still stuff it. Okay. No, they navigated it right because Sansa was at 3, not 4. So okay, they stuffed it. But no attack back for the Barra player. But a dead Solis. Okay. Stark player loses all their cards, which is just Samta, Mordain, and Stark. So I guess what you want to do here, if you're the Barra player, do you Morghulis? If you have it? I mean, you've caught... I guess they'll still have one character and you lose Mel, but you'll have caught Arya... Or not, excuse me, you'll have caught Mira and Sansa out. And they have no cards in hand, so they're living on 2, and you've got 16 cards. How many cards do you have in hand? You have 10 cards in hand, of which you are chucking 4 here. Privileged Position, Storm's End, and the Iron Bank. All completely reasonable cards. Oh, yeah, because the +1 reserve from Iron Throne, so you're checking 3 cards. Yep. So Luke knows exactly what they're doing here. Lock everybody at 3 strength, and... Okay. That is both a good plot in this situation and a bad plot in this situation because, of course, it makes all of your characters vulnerable to the Barra Neil event. But, of course, it basically just means that you have more characters, so you can win basically any challenge you want here, particularly with the stealth on both Arya and on Mira. And you don't have access to Solis to turn off a bunch of these boys. Okay. So hopefully... I mean, you have a fistful of cards if you're the Barra player. But you're still a little bit by the skin of your teeth. Because there's a lot of things that the Stark player can do here. But the Stark player duplicates Sansa. And that's it. Okay. 1 card in their hand. Hopefully for them, it is... I don't know. Hopefully it's the draw card. We've got The Bear player definitely in the tank here. Definitely in the tank. Understandably in the tank here. Now they're thinking. They're thinking. I mean, it's not in their interests with 12 minutes to run the clock down here. So I imagine this is a tough turn. I feel like they drew a Solis. Okay, Red Priest. See what that one card is. What's the one card? Excuse me. Passing the Black Gate. Okay, so it's a whiff. All right, so now you're playing perfect information as the Bear player. What do you do here? All right, Melisandre kneels the big renown body. Well, not big. There's no big. The renown body here. Okay, that's good. Milk of the Poppy gets put on. Where did Milk of the Poppy get put? I really don't know. Where did Milk of the Poppy go? Am I crazy? Where the hell did the milk go? Oh, it's on Arya? Oh, okay, okay. It's on Arya. Okay. So no military icons now. Okay, so they can't get 3 challenges here. They draw a card. It's on Arya. I apologize, Todd. For some reason, Iron Throne is not loving me right now. All right. No problem. You're not shouting into the ether. You're typing into the ether, my friend. You're typing into the ether. Okay, so the Bearer player, they've got 10 minutes on the clock. They need, like, time is really... Well, maybe it's on their side now. Maybe they're in a commanding enough position that they can close it out. They can, make the game deterministic enough that they've run the Stark player out of resources. So we've got Luke initiating their intrigue challenge here. Strength 3. This has to force out a double block to stop. And any unopposed is super dangerous because we also have Mira, and she's can come out and stealth the only military icon. So, oh no, she can't come out because of barring. Never mind. Interesting. Okay, single block. All right, seems wise. And then they can stuff the power challenge and swing back. So ooh, lost Bobby. That hurts a little bit for the Bear player. The Bear player's still in a good spot, but it hurts a little bit. That would have been a good closer to Garen sort of lock it up next turn. All right. Now, what do you do here? So, if you go and you stealth one of the monocods, you attack with 3. They have to block with everything that's not in stealth, right? To stuff you. No, it's a 1. Just Arya? Interesting. Stealth. Alright, so double block there. Okay. Wonder what... So the... I mean, does the okay, the bear player initiates, gets their unopposed intrigue here. Yeah, I don't like that. I really... Yeah, I feel like you might have been able to put them in a situation where they could only do one challenge rather than two here. But maybe you couldn't. If you attack with one additional icon, no, they'd still get two challenges. And already does have stealth, right? Because of the milk, so never mind. Excuse me. So, tough spot for the Stark player. Tough spot for the Stark player. Alright, the power challenge. They go to... So the Stark player is going to go down to 9 at the end of this turn. And the Bara player will be at 10. And I think that this game... Oop, 11. Excuse me. They're going to be at 11. So we get Forced March into Valo Dohaeris. I think... Huh. Oh, Valo Dohaeris. Okay, so the Bara player resolves the Valo Dohaeris first. Who are we going to see be kept here? I imagine it's going to be... Oh, I kind of got to keep the power from Greatjon, right? Like, every power counts, but he's 0. So, Bara keeps Mel, Red Peace, and Acolyte of the Flame. Perfectly fair. And then we're going to see... Ugh, that... That Forced March is brutal. That Forced March is brutal. Kneel X characters you control with a military icon, then each opponent chooses and kneels X characters they control with a military icon if able. Okay, so I imagine we might see the Red Priest get now here. Yep. Because again, it's a drawing a card. And so good sit down military Small John. All right, 2 cards drawn by both players, and we are going to see what the Bara player does with this 9 gold and 3 minutes on the clock. Second Red Priest. I don't think that basically... I think that's basically GG. Yep, we see the Bear Island Scout go into the bin, or go into out of the game zone. And... I think that the Stark player could pick him up here. It's going to be... Alright, so yeah, and we can have Arya sit down here? Yep. Yep. And then Consolidation Power deals everybody out. They gain a power. Yup. And then what? We get 3 unopposed challenges. Yeah, I mean, the Stark player can definitely let them do the challenges. Okay. Draws 4 cards. Maybe the goal is to get them to deck themselves? Was that what the goal is here? Get them to deck themselves. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Bear player. You got 2 minutes on the clock. Put this Stark play out of their misery here. I guess Mira can come out. So it can't be 3 unopposed challenges. Okay. So we get the military challenge for strength 2. Are we going to see Mira come out here to block this? Or is she going to be saved to block the intrigue challenge? Okay, GG. Thank you for putting us all out of our misery here. And yourself, Stark player. GG. Bera, Red Door brings it on home for that round. We, ladies, gentle folks, we are going to be back with the top 8 in just a few minutes, I'm sure. But I'm going to take a break to rest my voice, and I might be bringing a special guest or two. So we'll see what happens in my absence. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far, and yeah, see you soon.